Hello and welcome to this brand new video on creating leverage for yourself in 2025. You've probably been starting this year doing the same routine, and it's time to really snap yourself out of it and come up with a strategy and a system for you to scale your personal brand, scale your high-ticket coaching business predictably, right? So use your personal brand to grow a following. Use ads to stay predictable. Build your newsletter to stay sustainable and create daily offers for your audience to ascend down your value ladder. Now, I'm going to go into how to use a predictable system to grow your audience, because the biggest problem that I've seen is just people don't have enough traffic. They don't have the right traffic. They don't have quality traffic. And with no traffic, you've got no business. So just a little bit about me. My name is Jay. I've been helping high-ticket coaches and consultants over the past few years, and I'm just helping them build the best systems and scale the fastest without the headache, right? I don't want people to have massive teams. I don't want people to have extremely low profit margins. I want people to have a life of freedom where the business serves them and they don't serve, well, they do serve the business, but they have control of their business, right? And they have the freedom to pivot and to spend time with their family and to live life on their own terms. So if you want to go slow, try purely organic, right? I've done it. I've got millions of views organically. And if you want to go fast, do a hybrid model, right? Organic content is the testing ground for running ads, period, right? It's the organic content is the way to test ad content. And if the organic piece of content doesn't perform well, doesn't attract the right audience, you just keep posting a new one. Once you have a piece of organic content that is attracting the right people and it's doing well, you can run that content and as ads. You're here watching this video because you want to build a profitable business, not just a fun hobby where you collect followers with no tangible outcome, right? A lot of people are chasing the fame, chasing the followers, but realize that there's no real purpose and there's no real, joy in just doing that. You want to build something that has impact. Now, just as I mentioned, I tried lots of different things, right? I've got a video with 1.3 million views, but the point is, and I've also got other videos, right, with hundreds of thousands of views after this. This was just kind of my biggest. And the point is, when it comes to your profile, you want to attract your target avatar. That's it, right? You don't want to attract the wrong people. And I see this again and again where people are trying to grow business, and volume is amazing, but you ultimately want to be efficient with every single person that comes to your brand. You don't want to attract the wrong person that doesn't have the money, doesn't have the problems, and doesn't have the things that you need and want to solve for them. So when it comes to your brand, you want to get good at organic, right? You want to create broader content and then niche it down over time. But you need to find a good hybrid, right? Because I have been posting a lot of broad content, and now I'm realizing I've got the followers, I've got the social proof. I just have to double down on making content that is more targeted towards the people that I can really serve. So you should be thinking about the same. So when it comes to the Creator 4 flywheel, which if you're new here, this is how it looks like. This is the system that we use to build creator/coaching businesses, right? Ads and organic, right? This is kind of the hybrid thing, but I just have the crafted ad because that's going to be the main driver to build a predictable business. That's going to build your audience. Let me just get out my crafty pen here. That's going to bring, oops. Okay, I guess I can't do it. Okay, I can. That's going to build your audience, right? And audience just means followers. It's just building that initial touch point. Nurturing them with content, right? YouTube and Instagram. Getting those leads into your community, which is providing resources to get in your email list. That's going to be super key. And then in order for them to become a client, which is here, sometimes they don't want to just jump from being a follower or being a lead to pay you thousands of dollars. They want to understand, okay, what value can you really provide? So here you can offer microtransactions anywhere from $50 to $300 for products. That can be workshops, trainings, stuff like that, masterclasses. And this is just going to get people further into your world. Now that you have customers, you've got people that have so much trust where you can have conversations with those people and host them as clients. Obviously, some people come in your community and directly become a client, right? But this is the flywheel that we're building here. And this is ultimately what's going to help you really have a good idea of how you should build this business, right? So let's start with traffic, right? I'm just going to be on this video. I'm just going to be focusing on how do we get traffic? If we don't have traffic, we don't have a business. And the way I like to think about traffic is I'm trying to build 3 areas of goodwill with my traffic. I'm trying to build followers, right? That are qualified, not just random people, followers that are actually quality. I'm trying to have conversations with people to solve their problems. And the people that come from your traffic or your ads, in this case, are going to have those problems because you're going to present them in your content. And you're going to build email subs. Now, you might be thinking, how do I really do this? How do I get followers, conversations, and email subscribers all at once? Well, you can do this, right? All in one ad, believe it or not. So before I get into a live walkthrough on how to actually do that, this is what is creating leverage. And this is what you need in 2025. You can't be doing the acquisition manually yourself. You have to understand that you have to have systems. You have to have a way, predictably, to just get new email subscribers that are going through your sequence, that are having conversations with you, all on autopilot and getting encapsulated into your world. Now, this is Naval Ravikant. He's kind of, an angel investor, a entrepreneur, and just a very, very enriched forward thinker. Definitely read his book, The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. It's very, very good. And in that book, he talks about the 3 forms of leverage, right? He talks about labor, having other humans work for you. You can get more accomplished if others are working on something that you could do yourself. This is the oldest form of leverage and likely the hardest to use. Managing people isn't easy, right? And the biggest thing when it comes to, my clients and myself is I want to reduce this labor as much as possible, because managing people, taking care of people, it's time, it's effort. And this is the last area that we're going to kind of go to when it comes to scaling our business. We want systems and software to do the heavy lifting for us. Capital, having money work for you. You can magnify your decisions with money. Entrepreneurs use capital leverage by borrowing money to help their company grow, while investors borrow money to purchase their investments. This is likely the most important form of leverage used to accumulate wealth over the last century. Capital. So in this case, that's ads, right? That's just using your income to grow your business, to make money, to reinvest, and just continue the cycle. So the last thing is products with zero cost of marginal replication, right? And you might be thinking, what the hell does that mean? That's just content. That's just 1,000 people could watch this video right now, and it doesn't cost me any more time. I just record it once and it's done. And I'm providing value. Having your product work for you. Duplication of these products costs little or nothing. Think software media. You write the code once, assuming you don't update it or record the video once. Your cost is the same whether 1 person or 1 million people buy the software or watch the video. This is the newest form of leverage and has been used by the new billionaires. Now, ideally, you're going to be using the the second and the third. If you do need labor, it's going to be minimal, right? A few team members. We're trying to keep this lean. So going back to our traffic, how do we get followers? How do we get conversations? And how do we get email subs? All with just using organic and paid. With paid, you can do this on autopilot. Followers, the way that you do that is you just focus on your call to action on your ad. Follow me and comment the word grow, whatever it might be that relates to your niche. Conversations, you're going to do that through ManyChat automations at a question. And then email subs through ManyChat, okay? So you're going to connect this with your email marketing software to collect emails from the people that are opting in to get the resource. Now you might be thinking, how does this script look, right? The new way of making ads isn't saying, hey, are you X person that is struggling with X and want to resolve it in Y amount of time. It's just outdated, okay? Everyone and their uncle and grandma can do that. So we're creating ads based on value and based on problems, okay? So there's different ways to create a hook. There's a pain problem based hook, or there's a targeting based hook. And I'll go over examples in a second. So after you have the hook, you have to explain why it's important to overcome this problem and the changes it can do in their life. Here you can also double down on who this is for if you didn't mention it in the hook, right? This is why, for example, building an email list is so crucial if you're an ambitious high-ticket creator. And the reason why is value, 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 or you can do, and the step-by-step way to do this is first, you want to get a really good lead magnet. Second, you want to make sure that you have a way to distribute that lead magnet, and you want to make sure that this happens on autopilot so you can grow predictably. You can obviously be more detailed than that. You don't have to be afraid to be detailed, because the more value you give, the more authority you build, right? You can have slide social proof. You can say, and this is how, dozens of the coaches I helped with were able to get to 5 figures monthly. Provide resource for more details, right? So an example of this, if I do it in a practical sense, is let's say you're in the fitness niche, right? And you can say, doing tons of cardio isn't going to get you shredded. The reason is because cardio gets you extremely hungry. You're going to eat tons of calories when you get home, and it's not a sustainable way to get shredded year on year on year. And this is especially important if you're a young male in your 20s and you want to get the benefits of being in shape, which is looking better in clothes, getting better dates, making sure that you have that masculinity that gives you energy to accomplish your goals. And this is how you do it. Instead of doing cardio, make sure to get in steps. And the best way that I've found to get in steps is if you're taking a few bus stops to work, get out a few stops earlier and do that on a consistent basis. From dropping down those few hundred calories every single day, you're going to get in that deficit that you need to get shredded. This is the same system that I've used for 20 other men in their 20s that really want to make sure that they're shredded and get the benefits of being a masculine man. If you want to learn my full shred protocol, simply comment the word shred and I'll send it over. Or if you want to get my full shred protocol, make sure you're following me and comment the word shred and I'll send it over. When they comment, the ManyChat automation can say, make sure you follow me so I can send it over. And then that's it, right? So that's an example of an ad. I just came up with that on the top of my head. Now, how do you run these? Okay. And by the way, like I said, to test these ideas, just post them without running them as an ad and see how they perform. See if they resonate. Okay. So let's go back here. Let's go back to my profile. So let me show you an ad that's worked pretty decent to me. Now, there's different forms of ads in terms of targeting. You could do a very broad ad that gets people in that are not necessarily all perfect fit leads, but they can turn into perfect fit leads over time. The buying cycle is a bit longer. And they can also have perfect fit leads within that broad audience. So it's pretty much always good to have a broad one that just grows your audience. So when it comes to a broad, I've spent $168 on this. I've got 322 followers, so super cheap to get followers. And a lot of the people in there that are coming and following me are qualified. Now, if you look, this is how I've structured it, right? I've got video, super simple, no edits. It relates to my current content because it's done well organically. Long caption that explains it if people want to read. 3 call to actions, or not, 3 call to actions. Follow me, DM me 1 if you want to scale, and comment access to join my creator community. Everyone is commenting brand because that's the call to action of the video. And yeah, a lot of different people are commenting. Some are coaches, some are just interested. But it's, like I said, it's broad. So I'm getting leads for very, very cheap. And some of them are really, really perfect fit leads, right? Some of them are just absolutely pristine, perfect leads. So let me just click on a random person. This is a kind of a business coach looking guy, it seems like. And yeah, just for $168, tons of people in. And people are also sharing this video. So it's getting even more followers organically, actually. If I go to the insights here, it's actually got it gave me 766 followers and it attributed 300 something to the ad. So it could be that people actually followed me just from sharing this stuff, right? Just from sharing my ad. And if you've got a valuable ad, people will share it, right? If you've got a valuable resource, people are going to share it with their friends. So let's just keep looking. Like I said, not everyone's going to be completely qualified now. They might buy in 6 months. They might buy in 3 months. They might buy in a year. Some of them are going to be perfect fit leads, right? This is a coach. This is, this is a guy, bro looks like Zach and Cody. That was a funny one. This is a fitness and mindset guy. And yeah, Seiko Fit, another perfect fit lead, right? Fitness coach. So yeah, this is really powerful stuff. Now, when it comes to other ads, right? Other ways to make ads. There's broad ads like the one I told you. I just say, don't post educational content, post insight-based content. That's the hook. And it's super broad. A lot of people will be interested in that. For you, let's say as an example, as a fitness coach, you can say, everyone, like, building a six-pack is easy if you understand how to be consistent. Probably a bit broad, but that's how you can do it. And then more of a narrow ad could be, your test is killing your gains, right? It's a bit more of a bro, how do I say it? Like a bro science type of way of explaining it. And that's going to get more of a narrow niche. It's going to get people that are probably dudes, probably in their young years, 20s. And then you can talk about a bit more of a niche subject. And then you can run that ad, again, to get a resource, narrow it down a bit, the audience, or you can say, you can run that as a direct to message ad, right? Or you can just say, follow me if you want to learn more. Though there's many different variations, but the point is running ads is going to make things predictable. If you've got a good idea that's done well organically, try scripting it with a good call to action and run that as an ad. So I really hope you enjoyed this video today, guys. I hope this gave you a bit more clarity. Actually, before I end this, let me just show you how to actually run these ads. So this was an ad that I ran, but hopefully I can run another one. I think I can run it. Yeah. Okay. So this is just, let's say your ad, you recorded the video, just speak to the camera with good audio. That's all you need. So there's 3 different ways to run an ad. There's visit your profile. So this is best for awareness. And this is what you're going to be doing 90% of the time, right? Which is best for follow ads, for people to comment stuff, all that good stuff. So visit your website. So this is good for, I wouldn't recommend this too much, to be honest. If anything, I'd run this through the Meta Business Manager, but this is going to send people directly to a website. Who do you want to see your ad? And then here you can do in the ad targeting, right? Edit. So let's go edit it. So here you can put on exactly who this is for, exactly where you want to send people, sorry. And then message you. This is a message ad. So just say, like, for example, if you want to get the free resource, DM me this word and I'll send it over. Right. Like I said, 99% of the time, you're just going to do a profile visit ad. And now in this section here, this is the targeting. Now, if you have every single follower in your audience, or at least the big majority of them being perfect fit leads already, you can click suggested audience. However, for 99% of the time, you got some people in there that will never buy, and organic content went viral, and you got a bunch of people that won't buy and stuff like that. So ideally, you're going to create your own. Now, automatically finds and updates audiences whenever it's likely to improve performance. For the most part, I would not click this. You want to be in control, right? You don't want things to just ramp out of nowhere. So call it an audience name, call it whatever you want. Locations, right? Ideally, obviously, if you're speaking a certain language, make sure you click the countries that speak a certain language. If you're just international, kind of like me, just put in English-speaking countries, United Kingdom, United States. You can do Canada. And then you can do some European countries. You can do Norway. You could do Germany if you want. You could do Netherlands, right? Just a few countries in Europe. You could test this out a bit that speak English very, very well. And you think you can help. Obviously, you want to pick countries that have money, right? That have money to invest in your service, depending how expensive it is. So I'm not going to save this, but obviously you would save it. Interest, you either want to do no interest at all or one. For example, if you're doing fitness, you could put in, let me do self-improvement. But honestly, 99% of the time, just put, let me see if there's actually a fit. It depends what your ad is saying. If you're, let's say, a fitness coach that helps people compete, you probably want to do fitness and wellness because people need to be interested in that, right? If you're doing a very broad targeting, 99% of the time, leave this blank. Age, 21 and up is good, right? 21 to 40, that's always a good thing. Obviously, if your audience is a bit older, you can do up to 60. I would say the older you go, the harder it's going to be because generally the older you go, the less tech savvy people are. Of course, times have changed, but just something to keep in mind. Gender, pick the gender, click save. Okay. And now from daily budget, start at $10 a day. It's going to make your life easier. If you have to pause it, do that. It's just going to give you data faster. Run this ad till I pause it, click boost reel. Now, just a quick caveat here. If you are running an ad at $100 a day, there's going to be significant performance dips. If you want to run more ad spend, I would rather you have 3 ads running at $30 a day than have 1 ad running at $90 a day. Because if an ad has to get pushed to reach that many people, the performance generally drops. Then click boost. It might take 24 hours for it to be approved, but that's what's going to allow you to get more leads every single day on your account. Okay, let's just see if someone commented. Let's see if someone commented brand, right? This is from organic post, but you get the point. So let's go back to our board here. That's how you get people on your account and people interested in your brand on a daily basis. Now, I'm not going to cover this in this video, but obviously there's more pieces to the puzzle, right? There's building content assets. There's building a community, having productive conversations to convert these people or hold them in your world for long enough. So I hope you enjoyed. Also, I've got a completely free community that you can join in the description below. If you DM me, right? If you DM me in the group once you join, the keyword leverage, right? If you DM me in the free school word, the keyword leverage, I'm going to give you a completely free ManyChat automation that's going to allow you to collect emails and send free resources without you building a landing page or anything like that to collect emails. So if you want that, let me know. It's going to be super effective for you to give away lead magnets super easy. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.